Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 Computer class. Hope you all are fine and safe. In the previous video, we discussed about the various e-business tools, and also we discussed the difference between is there any similarities between e-commerce and e-business, and the various challenges of e-business and also the advantages of e-business that already we discussed. So actually e-business is one of the main application of ICT, information and communication technology. Then in this video we are going to discuss one more application of ICT, that is known as e-learning. In this video we will discuss about e-learning, what is mean by e-learning and what are the different e-learning tools. Then different types of e-learning tools and advantages of e-learning and disadvantages, that means challenges to e-learning and also some of the useful e-learning websites. Okay, clear? Yes. So can we start? Our chapter name is e-learning. E-learning or electronic learning. This is one of the application of ICT, information and communication technologies. Nowadays this topic is very familiar because in schools we are using this e-learning techniques. Because in our situation will be like that. Now we are going through a pandemic situation, so that's why instead of normal classroom we are using a virtual classroom. Virtual classroom with online classes, then Google Meet, Google Form, these all are online. That means there is no direct interaction with the teacher and students present. So instead of that we are dealing a e-learning tool and also e-learning management. Then nowadays government also using their channel, Victor's channels, for providing videos and also for giving tutorials for the students. So now in this situation, this e-learning has a big significance in learning criteria. Okay. Then e-learning means we are using internet and also e-learning tools for learning purpose and also for education purpose. Instead of our normal classroom we are using a virtual classroom. Then students and teachers should not be present in same classroom. There will be no limitation on the time, there will be no period, there is no restriction. At a time any subject we can study. Through Google Meet, we are interacting with the students and also Google Form and also Google Classroom also we are using for their checking their homework and all. So these all are nowadays is very familiar. Then e-learning means we are introducing e-learning with different types of e-learning tools. Okay, e-learning tools. So first one, the commonly used e-learning tools. Learning tools. First tool is e-text. The first tool is electronic book reader. Electronic book reader. Electronic book reader. Electronic book reader means normally when you are going to school, then your school bag will be full of textbook and also notebook. Okay, according to the subject you will be provided different types of books, part 1, part 2 textbook, and also you want to bring your textbook. But using electronic book reader you don't want to carry books. All the important books and also all the details of book we can store into a storage device. That storage device is known as electronic book reader. So instead of carrying books we can carry a small device. That device is electronic book reader. Okay, that is think of going to school without bags packed with the textbooks, but all necessary books are still with you in a small handheld storage device. Okay, small handheld storage device. That handheld storage device are known as electronic book reader. So instead of textbook we can make use of this soft copy using electronic book reader. Actually, portable computer device. It is a portable computer device that are loaded with digital book content. Okay, instead of textbook, nowadays we are using digital textbook. Via communication interfaces called electronic book reader. It can open any book, any page quickly without much effort. In principle, any web document can be downloaded from the internet, sometimes by making online payment and read whenever required. So if this facility is available, we can open any book and also we can download any book. If you want to pay money online you want to pay money, then you can pay and can read the books from any of the website. Okay, all these facilities are under a common device that is called electronic book reader. It's a portable device that stores textbook in digital format. Okay, textbook in digital format. So we can download and also we can pay money to read a particular book. Okay, so that is the first tool in e-learning. Then next one is e-text. Okay, electronic text. So we can make use of electronic book reader for reading this book. Actually available in electronic format. Textbook is available in electronic format is known as e-text. Nowadays there are different types of websites are available for reading the book and also for accessing it. Nowadays so many mobile apps also available for getting information, for gathering, because we are in such a situation that's why instead of normal textbook, so many electronic media is available for accessing or for giving study materials. Then, you know, for higher secondary, there will be one blog present, HSS Live Blog. Actually, HSS Live Blog is free of course. That means we will get any kinds of information relating to, for example, study materials, question paper along with answer key, all will be available in a particular blog. So that is also a part of e-learning tools. We can download the notes and also we can make use of that notes. We can prepare. That means we are accessing information from other districts also. It means teachers in other district also, they are sharing their information. That means their textbook and PPT also will be present. Then some of the software that we require, that also we can download from that particular website. Then next one is online chat. Online chat. So now we can't live without internet. So in online chat means we are chatting to a particular person. They are not physically located in different places. Physically located in different places, not in nearby places. It will be in another country. But we are interacting to that particular individual. Okay, we are interacting that individual. That means we can share information and also we can clear your doubts. Then we can acquire some information from that person. All is possible. Okay, there will be no restriction. For example, in our school, periods will be allotted. For example, if it is maths period, maths teacher will come and we can study only maths. But in e-learning tools, or if we are using e-learning materials for study, then there will be no restriction. If you want to study chemistry on that particular time, then you can study chemistry. You can ask online chat tools available. We can chat with different individuals, especially teachers, for communicating. Okay, it is a real-time exchange of text messages between two more persons over the internet. Actually, this is a virtual environment. It is not real, but a classroom environment is developing and we are interacting with the teachers to get the information. Online chat is a framework that provides interaction in social environment. Okay, so there will be so many communities available on a particular topic. For example, Linux, you know about an operating system called Linux. In Linux, for all operation we are using commands. Okay, you want to type commands on the particular screen or in that terminal, you want to type the commands. But some of the commands you are not familiar, but they are maintaining a community for asking doubts. So if you have any doubt, you can ask doubt, then any of the person, they know the command, then they will reply and we can make use of it. So like this, all the subject they are maintaining a group of persons, then suppose you have any doubt, you can clear it out. Nowadays, so many facilities are available that uses online chat. Okay, then next one is e-content. e-content or electronic content that I already mentioned, that is in HSS Live. So many e-contents will be available, like short notes, PowerPoint presentations, then images. All these will be available in some of the website. So we can make use of that e-content for preparing for our exams. Okay, nowadays lot of e-learning materials are delivered in different multimedia format. Examples are video tutorials are available, then PPT files are available, text, multiple questions are available, so many materials are available, we can make use of it. Then this e-contents can be broadcast through television channels, webcasted or uploaded website. Uploaded content can be downloaded, viewed and saved for the future reference. So nowadays in our school also they using this material. That means teachers are shooting the videos and after that the video is uploaded on the school website. If you want to download, we can download it and we can use it for the future reference. Okay, so that is e-content, electronic content. That means we can make use of soft copy files. Then education TV channels. Education TV channel. Doordarshan is providing a channel called Vyasa and then second one, our Kerala government also providing one channel called Victors. Nowadays class, that means online classes are streaming on Victors channel, class by class, we can make use of it. Okay, so we can use education TV channel or we can make use of educational TV channels for getting informations. Okay, then so these are the different e-learning tools. First one is electronic book reader. Electronic book reader means it's a portable device that can store so many textbook in digital format. We can download it, it can access internet through that particular electronic book reader. Then e-text, text in electronic format. Then online chat, we can communicate with faculties and also teachers in different places and we can interact and we can clear our doubt. Then e-content. E-content, electronic contents, documents, PowerPoint presentations, so many resources will be available. Education, TV channel, we can make use of it. But in all these, we are creating a virtual classroom. Okay, this is not real, it's a virtual environment we are creating and we are make use of in that particular environment and we can gather or we can get information from that. Okay. Then, so these are the different types of e-learning tools. Then next one, these kinds of e-learning tools we can use. There will be advantage and also disadvantage. Okay, then some of the advantages are there is no time limit, 24/7 we can make use of it, and after that we are creating a virtual classroom. So so many advantages present. First advantage is this has the ability to offer courses on various subjects. For example, if you are going for regular class, we can also have one more degree through online. Okay, that is, e-learning has the ability to offer courses on variety of subjects, a large number of students from distant location, distant education. You don't want to go regularly to the college or school, we can make use of online education to have a degree. Then, in e-learning, cost of e-learning is much less. You don't need uniform and textbook, notebook, school bag and all. That means cost is very less. We only need one internet connection. Then, people with limited financial resources are very much supported by the lower cost of e-learning. That means the people with limited financial support. Okay, they can also make use of e-learning. Then it provides facility to do online courses various nationally and internationally. Okay, we can make use of online classes to do courses nationally and also internationally. Then time and place is not constrained. Okay, time and place. You don't want to go to classroom or there is no period or time restriction is present. Time and price or time and place is not constrained for e-learning. So these are the advantages of e-learning. So different advantages of e-learning. If advantages is there, then definitely disadvantages also will be present. The first disadvantage is there, the face-to-face communication is missing. Okay, in online, when you are using online, in smaller classes onwards, we are facing that face-to-face conversation between teacher and student. That face-to-face conversation is missing in e-learning tool. Second one, proper interaction. If you have any doubt, some of them will ask frequently, some of them will ask about their doubt. But if you are using e-learning tool, the doubt clearing section is not present. Proper interaction among teachers and students are often limited due to the lack of infrastructure facilities. Nowadays, it is improved. Okay, because all are using online platform. So that's why this challenge is, I think, 50% of covered. Then third one, equipment and technology. Restriction, adoption of e-learning. For example, if the proper device is not present, then e-learning tool will not be there. Okay, proper instrument, that means with the proper internet connection and also one device will be present, then only we can use e-learning. Then learners who require constant motivation. For example, weak students, some of the weak students always need constant motivation. That part will be missing. Okay, then hands-on practicals. That is also an important challenge, especially practicals. Okay, practicals we can't do using e-learning tools. Definitely for practical, especially for the experiments and all, if practical means that we can't do using e-learning tools. So these are the different challenges to e-learning. Okay, challenges to e-learning. So these are the different advantages and also challenges we discussed. And next we are going to discuss the various useful e-learning websites. One of the commonly used website is NCERT website. Okay, www.ncert.nic.in. NCERT, you know, your physics, chemistry, maths textbook, NCERT syllabus. So NCERT. Then IGNOU online, nic.in, IGNOU University. So many distant courses will be available that we can have using online. Websites of Indira Gandhi National Open University, one of the leading open university. So we can various courses with the distant education will be available. Then NPTEL, National Program and Technology Enhanced. Then spoken_tutorial.org, spoken English. Actually it provides software through the spoken tutorials. Then w3school.com. w3school.com is web developer information. Then last one is gcflearningfree.org. So these are the commonly used educational websites. Okay, so e-learning tool, electronic learning, is one of the main application of ICT, information and communication technology. So again, we will revise the topics that we studied from this video. So we started with e-learning. So what is e-learning? Actually, e-learning is an electronic media ICT communication application. That means virtual class. It is focused mainly on virtual class. E-learning, you can overcome any limitation of the conventional teaching learning process. If you have any drawback in conventional teaching learning process, we can overcome that using e-learning. Then the different e-learning tools. The first tool is electronic books reader. Here actually it's a device that can store lot of books in digital format. Actually portable computer device that are loaded with digital book content via communication interfaces is called electronic book reader. It can open any book, any page quickly without much effort. Then second one was e-text. Textual information available in electronic format. This can be read and interacted with electronic device like computer. Then online chat. Online chat means it is a real-time exchange of text messages between two individuals, teacher and student. Then e-content. E-learning materials are delivered in different multimedia format, so that can be downloaded and viewed and saved for further reference. Then last one was education TV channels. There are many telecasting, webcasting channels which are dedicated for the e-learning purpose. Examples are Doordarshan's Vyas and Kerala government's Victor's channel. Then advantages of e-learning. What are the different advantages of e-learning? E-learning has the ability to offer courses on variety of subject. Then cost is very less. People with limited financial are also very much supported. Then facility to do online classes. Time and place is not constrained. Then challenges. Face-to-face communication is missing. Then proper interaction among teacher and student also missing. Then equipment. Proper equipment is required. Then those who require continuous or who require constant motivation is not possible. And last one, practicals and laboratory works is a constraint of e-learning. So these are the advantages, disadvantages, and also the various e-learning tools. Then you want to write one question in your notebook, that is the challenges, list the challenges and advantages of e-learning. Okay, so hope you understood the different aspects of e-learning. So I will show one video. According to that video, we are concluding this section e-learning. So the remaining section we will discuss. Okay, so please watch the video.
What is e-learning? E-learning stands for electronic learning. It allows users to take courses online using electronic devices such as a computer, tablet, and even a smartphone. With e-learning, users can take courses from all around the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. E-learning is a proven and effective way to educate your students while tracking their participation and assessment, all at a small fraction of the cost of traditional training. Using e-learning in your business, you can remove travel costs for your students as well as accommodations, training material, and teachers' salary costs. E-learning courses are easy to maintain and update. With the power of e-learning, you allow your users to learn at their own pace and present them with engaging learning through the use of audio, video, interactive games, simulations. E-Learning Media Inc. is an industry leader in e-learning development, and we are here to answer your questions and help you develop your first e-learning course. Learn how we do it at e-learningmedia.com. E-Learning Media Inc. Be brilliant.
Learning is often considered to be a normal part of working and personal life. Both learning for achieving a job as well as for achieving knowledge should not be neglected. Online environment is changing continuously and it represents a great opportunity for learning. It is very important to discover how to learn using all available communication channels and choosing the ones that best suit a person's style of filtering the information. What are the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning? All of us have access to the internet and we use it for many different things like researching for some information for school and college projects, downloading music, pictures, wallpapers, and screensavers, to get updates on the latest happenings all over the world, emails, instant messaging, chats, and many other things. But do you know there is one more advantage of the internet, and that is learning? Yes. You can educate yourself in the comfort of your own home and get a degree through the internet now. With the latest technology, even the impossible seems possible now. Web-based learning at a glance. Web-based learning is commonly referred to as e-learning or online learning. It essentially includes learning online through the courses that are offered on the net. Emails, live lectures, and video conferencing are all possible through the net. This enables all the participants to give their views on a particular topic and then discuss them further. They also offer static pages like course materials that are printed for the benefit of all the participants. One of the main advantages of accessing pages on the web is that most of the web pages have hyperlinks that will lead you to another page and thus opens up a vast amount of information on the net. You don't have the time to actually go to a university and attend classes. Earlier it would have been a major problem, as you wouldn't know how to manage that, but not anymore. With the several courses available online, you can actually sit at home and learn. No more of waking up early and attending classes or that irritating classmate. Now take whichever course at peace and at your convenience. A web-based course would typically include course information, timetable, notice board, curriculum map, teaching materials like articles, slides, and handouts, communication through discussion boards and email, summative and formative assessments, student management tools like statistics, records, and student tracking, and also links to external and internal websites that are very useful. But besides the benefits, are there any limitations of this practice? Let us have a look at the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning. Advantages of e-learning. 1. You are able to link the various resources in several varying formats. 2. It is a very efficient way of delivering courses online. 3. Due to its convenience and flexibility, the resources are available from anywhere and at any time. 4. Everyone, who are part-time students or are working full-time, can take advantage of web-based learning. 5. Web-based learning promotes active and independent learning. 6. As you have access to the net 24/7, you can train yourself anytime and from anywhere also. 7. It is a very convenient and flexible option. Above all, you don't have to depend on anyone for anything. 8. Not only can you train yourself on a day-to-day basis, but also on weekends or whenever you have the free time to. There is no hard and fast rule. 9. Through discussion boards and chats, you are able to interact with everyone online and also clear your doubts if any. 10. The video instructions that are provided for audio and video learning can be rewound and seen and heard again and again if you do not happen to understand the topic first time around. Disadvantages of e-learning. Well, there are not many disadvantages of e-learning, the main one being that you get knowledge only on a theoretical basis, and when it comes to putting to use whatever you have learned, it may be a little different. The face-to-face learning experience is missing, which may matter to some of you. 1. Most of the online assessments are limited to questions that are only objective in nature. 2. There is also the problem of the extent of security of online learning programs. 3. The authenticity of a particular student's work is also a problem, as online just about anyone can do a project rather than the actual student itself. 4. The assessments that are computer marked generally have a tendency of being only knowledge-based and not necessarily practicality-based.